Hello, everyone. It's Nancy Bastine. Long time no see. Yeah, been running around and. But anyway, what I want to make with you today is paper clip beads. And these are some that I have made. And I can't show you, but it's pretty long. And I put a fish hook or fish swivel on the end. So when I hang it, it will swivel, and I put a charm on the bottom. And these are just going to hang in my window. And this one was made out of, or these were made out of the jumbo, I think they're called jumbo paper clips. And these were made out of the regular size paper clips. And I made these a lot longer. They have split rings in between, swivel hook, swivel thing on the top. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I put one of my angel charms on the bottom. And I'm going to hang those in my window. So, I don't know if you all have seen these. These are real old art. I don't remember doing them as a kid, but I've seen them in the older magazines. So I would like to show you how I did these. So I'm going to hang these on top of my boom arm. I'm not going to make a whole long one today. I'm just going to show you. I want to use the bigger. I have more luck with the bigger jumbo paper clips than I do the smaller ones. So anyway, you just count out how many paper clips you want, and then you use jump rings. And I've made jump rings that you want to put in between them. Some are bigger than others. I want the bigger ones, if I can find them. I mixed them up when I made them. And then your paper. And I will show you how to cut your paper. Okay, paper clip or jump rings. Get loose. Okay? And I'm just going to do a few just to show you how I did this. So I got these, and then I'll show you how you can put them together different ways. But I've used my prints that I jelly printed on, and I have PVA glue and a cup to put some in, and we're going to prep our paper a little bit with some sparkle dust, or you can put gold on this, or I have silver bling you can put on this. So how you can do your paper. Now I'm going to trim the white part off because I don't want to make a bead that has a white part, although it probably won't matter. But I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. So I just stick it in here and get it as close to the trimmer. And yeah. Because I don't like a whole lot of white space. But if you have 11 by 8.5 by 11 letter size paper, you can, if it's painted all the way to the edge, or however you want to paint it, or however you want to do it, so you don't have to take white edges off. Okie dokie. So now, sometimes you need a template, but I don't use a template. I'm going to cut that off with scissors. And I'll show you why you need a template. We're going to use this again, so keep it handy. But for right now, you're going to fold your paper in half, the long ways. Okay? And then you're going to measure your paper clip, and you want a little bit left over, so I measured them with a ruler. Okay? And these are, I think they're about 1 inch and 3/4. So I'm going to cut them about 1 inch and 1 inch and 5/8, I think, is what I want to cut them at. One and 5/8. So if you want to, you can take your paper and go 1 and, what did I say? They measure they measure about 1 7/8, and I want them to be 1 3/4. So you go in here and you'd measure 1 3/4. That seems awful big. It doesn't seem right. Because you want your paper clip to hang over. So let's see. I'm going to do 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. That's what I'm going to do. So you can measure that and mark it with a pencil, if you can find one. And you can go along and, you know, mark all your paper 1 5/8. Or you can just use your cutter. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my trimmer here. And I'm going to cut them 1 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where I'm going to go along and cut them all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As close as you can to cut 1 5/8. As even as you can get them. I didn't cut it all. I didn't push down enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to cut these in half. I should have cut my paper in half. I'm just going to do that with my scissors. Should have cut it in half when I had it folded, but I didn't. And so we're going to do that with scissors and cut them in half. Now, if you want to put glitter paint on them, or I like to put glitter paint on them so that they are shiny and glittery. You don't have to. But it's a good idea, so I just put some in my handy dandy little condiment dishes. And I think I'm going to use the silver. And I need a paintbrush. Where's a paintbrush? Here's a paintbrush. Is that a good paintbrush? No. It's not a very good one. Let's see if I can find another flat brush. Okay, let's try this one. So you can do this on your whole sheet of paper if you want to, or, you know, do it individual. That just puts a little bit of glitter on it and livens it up a little bit. And I'm trying to do this really fast. So how have you all been? I hope you haven't caught the nasty respiratory gunk that's been going around the United States. A lot of people have had it here that I know of in my area. So I'm going to just go ahead and paint all of these. And then we are going to put our paper clips together. And I'm going to keep wiping this off so it doesn't get a whole lot on the back of these. But it really doesn't matter. And they look pretty. Just gives them a little shine, a little shimmer. And I really, really like them. They're different. They look different than just regular paper beads, and they're really easy to do. And they don't take very long to do, and I squirted out way too much paint. Okay. I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to put that back in the bottle. Because we don't waste anything. That's way too much paint to waste. Especially if you don't know if you're going to get any more for any time soon. Okay. Oh, that was my husband belching. I hope you didn't hear that. He's in the kitchen. Right upstairs. He didn't get his treatment today. So we had to change insurance, and it wasn't pre-approved. So we have to wait another week till it gets pre-approved. Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit and work with our paper clips here. And I'm going to wipe my fingers off with this glittery paint on them. And that's a jump ring I don't need. Okay. Set this to the side. Oh, fire alarm went off at the doctor's office today, and it was blinking, light at us at the doctor's office. And when I see lights blink like that, it can throw me into a seizure. So I ended up going into a panic attack, so I had to take some panic attack medicine. And so I'm a little slow, I'm a little off today. As soon as I get finished here, I'm probably going to lay down and take a nap, because that's what it does to you. Alright, there's two ways to do paper clips. The way that I do them is I take this one and go inside with the other paper clip and pull it. You want all these to go the same size. But I want a paper clip to separate the two of them. And so I'm going to pull that one off. And I'm going to get my paper clip. And you want to put it on the end, and then just string your paper clips, and then shut your jump ring. Close your jump ring. And then you do this all the way down till you got as many on there as you wanted. So then you do another paper clip, or another jump ring, and paper clip, and close your jump ring. Okay, and you do it again. Get your jump ring. I'm going to have glittery hands. Glittery, glittery, glittery hands. And then just close your jump ring. And you would continue like that until you got them all on there, till you get the length that you want. Now, you can use these for necklaces. Little kids can use them for necklaces, or whatever you want to do with them. Okay, I'm going to see if my papers are dry. Gonna blow them a little bit, dry them up. You see how that paint made them shiny? Now, if you wanted them really shiny, you could paint them with triple, what's it called? Triple, let me see if I can find it. Triple thick glaze. You could paint your papers with this and give them a real glossy effect, or just leave them like this, or once they're all strung and painted, you could also go over them with the triple thick if you wanted to, if you choose to. I might do that on this one, but for right now, I am just going to show you how to, and I'm going to make sure my papers are the right length, which they are. Because you see, you want to have a little bit of paper clip showing on each end. See that? And these might be a little bit too wide still. I don't think so. I think they're okay. I'm going to take you out a little bit. Alright, we're going to glue this on. So what you want to do is fold it over a little bit. And I put glue in my little handy dandy little cup. And use my little paintbrush and glue my end just like that. Then I place my paper clip about where the fold was on there and fold that over, and that might be folded over too far. You want to do that all the way down your strip, okay? You might want to do every other one. I didn't find it was necessary. You might, but I just wanted to get them done. So you stick your next one in. And try to get it as even as you can on both ends. And fold it over. And by the time you get to your other end, these over here are going to be dry. The glue's going to be dry. So it won't make it so bulky when you go back and glue it all on there. Okay, glue your other one. Make sure your ends are sticking out. You might want to cut your paper just a little bit narrower than I did. Fold it like that. Okay, now if you're going to use it as a necklace, don't do your first one and your last one, because you want to hook your paper clips together, and you won't be able to do that if they're covered with paper, because you would want to clip them together the same way. Or you can use jump rings and do it how I did it, by just, you know, putting the jump ring on each end. And then folding your paper over. Okay. All right, so now you have this. Okay, now it looks like that. Now you want to start gluing your paper, so start rolling it and try to keep it as even as you can on both ends, and just start rolling it and rolling it. And then when you come to the end, just glue it. And glue it over. And there you go. And there you have your little paper clip bead. So you just start twisting these around, rolling them together. Now this one has too much on one end. And so I'm trying to move it just a little bit to get it even on both sides. And then they just roll around. It's very easy. It's the easiest thing I think I've ever made. And you just keep on. And then you glue it shut. Now you can use all one color of paper, or you can separate your papers like I did and make different colors instead of having one even color. You can have variegated colors like I have. Get this glue off of here. Just keep rolling it around. Now, if you want to put a bead in between here, you can. It's your choice. Okay. Get close to the end. You want to make sure. And you're pulling it tight. And that's how simple this paperclip bead is to make. Very, very easy. Easy peasy. A very easy craft. I think I would have made my papers maybe just a smidgen, just a smidge, a little bit narrower. Now these are started. I'm going to have to continue with this width. That one is not going to show that end, but that's okay. It's all right. And that goes to show you that jump ring was not closed. And it got away. See that? Paper clip come off. You can do these individually if you're using jump rings. And you can just wrap them all individual and then hook them together with your jump ring. If that's what you want to do. And I think I forgot to close this one. And when you do a jump ring, you want to not spread them apart this way. You want to twist them open. And you want to rock them. When you're closing them, you want to rock them back and forth until they come closed together. And you can hear them closing. You can feel them. And there you go. And then you can add your swivel at the top and your charm at the bottom if you choose so. Or you can use another jump ring or a clasp. But if you're going to use a jump ring, you need to make sure that you've made your paper clips long enough to go over their heads and around their neck. You don't want them to not be able to get it around, or you can make a bracelet. You can make several things with these. I chose to make long beads that would hang in my window. That one didn't close. But that's a bracelet. Let's see if I can get it on without. I probably should have put one more loop in there. That's the way you close them off. Or if they don't have paper on them and you're finished up and they don't have paper on them, you close the jump ring. You close them by sticking your paper clips together like this and pulling them. And that's how you would do these two. But I can't do that because I have paper, but let's see if I can maneuver it onto here. And maneuver the other end on. And then you would clip them together like that. And hopefully it won't come apart. But they are. Somehow they're coming apart. I don't have them done right. Went them like that, and you want I would put a jump ring on it. Close it with a jump ring. And there you would have your bracelet. So see how cute they are? Alright guys, that's all I have. I think I need to go lay down. I'm getting a little woozy from the medicine. And need to go lay down and rest. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back with some more videos. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.